All right, ladies and gentlemen. Still early in the morning for me to cast this. All right. Getting ready. This is exciting. Lobby is open. This is... I'm not sure what round we are in the tournament, but we are getting ready to start. They have banned Phoenix and H&H. So Phoenix and Han and Horner are not viable selections in this match. I'm not sure if this is a best out of 3 or a best out of 5. I'm not sure. Let me know in the chat if we want some little bit of music in the back. I think maybe I'll try. Usually I don't when I'm casting. But I think maybe we will just a little bit. I want to make sure that I've got good volume settings, that they're not all screwy from... Yeah, they're a little bit low maybe. Let's go up a little bit more. I want to make sure it sounds great for you guys. Man, I look like I just woke up. I literally just did wake up. It's crazy bonkers. So, yeah, so we're going to be using this, one of the bands. Oh yeah, I guess they can't see. So I think we're just getting ready to start here. I don't even know what the team names are. Team names? I don't even know who's playing. They should go up in this order. No alert? Why didn't I get an alert? Hello, game? There it is. Okay, this screenshot should work for the order of the players. Just waiting for them to get back to me on the team names, so I know who's doing what. And then we should be underway. Yes, and then we're going to go to full screen when it starts. It won't be this crappy view. No one needs to see me doing commentary. Not that important. All right, we are beginning. I'm sure they'll let me know what the team names are when it's far too late. So it's going to be a little bit harder to do an introduction, but we'll go with that. All right, we're loading up. Very exciting. This is the first live commentary we've done on the channel for these. It looks like Clan HS versus Holy Trinity. Okay, looks like Clan HS is using CJO's here again. Looks like they're using a substitute maybe. Okay, no, he's not. He just told me in the Discord there. All right. So, oh, buttons. All right, guys. Just get everything figured out here. Just making sure I know who's where. Oh, I have these people as the real names. So that's a little bit janky. All right, off to a great start here. Is that Levita or Levedia? I'm not sure how you say that. All right, starting off. It looks like CJO. CJO bringing in the Stalker Rush. Against a single Nova. I have this weird feeling Nova's going to do pretty well here. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, so it doesn't show me who they're playing. Oh, getting damage. Sorry guys, I'm trying to remember all my... I haven't played Direct Strike in a little while. Gotta remember all my shenanigans here. We've got a Stetman. Playing a best of 5. Oh, and the Garys pass each other. Garys pass each other. And there we go, attacking that first bunker. So we got a Stetman. Vorazun? Rainer? All right. Coming in with the Dusk Wings already. This is really awkward trying to do it live. This is totally different than doing a recording. Obviously up against a Manx. We do have that Manx rocket bunker, which is disgustingly good. Let's see what we're up against here. Skippy playing as Stetman. Basilic playing as Nova. And DM Imvaldi playing as that guy, Manx. All right. Super bunker from Rainer doing really well. Again, wow. Super sonic Stalker coming out of CJO. Putting in a lot of work here. Nova goes down. Marines holding on against the Stalkers. Unfortunately, not going to do very well here. Everyone in chat. Holy Trinity versus Clan HS. Yes, we have it now. Sorry, guys. I sound like I literally just woke up. Dusk Wings are kicking butt here. And now we've got a half combined wave coming in together. Rainer with Vorazun. Looking dope. YOLO Swaggins. And then Gary coming in with the Garys. We've got this. What do we call these? Mecha Hydralisk. I thought they had a different name than that. Gary putting in some serious work here. They're going to take down those Stalkers. Now we've got Gary versus Gary. Excuse me. The question is, how will it go? Big fight here. Even more Stalkers coming out of CJO. Lots more Stalkers here. Unfortunately, the Marines, we've got a bit of a stock up here. Bit of a combined wave. Mecha Hydra's getting decimated by these two Stalkers. And of course, we've got the super medics that are coming in there and just healing everything. Dusk Wings putting in some serious work. We've only got 2 active right now. And they're absolutely demolishing the battlefield. A couple of Manx. Oh yeah, right. Intercessors. That's right. They've got a strange name. Way to go, Manx. Change everything. Trying to reinvent the wheel here. Gary versus Gary once again. No, we've got Super Gary. Super Gary just wrecking face there. Coming in there with that super speed attacking. But no chance. The Manx bunker gets taken down. I don't think he's got the defensive upgrade yet. Probably saving those resources. Marines not doing so well against this wave of Stalkers. Nova, gonna see if we can get something done here. We've got some healing plus stuff not happening. All right, Emperor's Shadow coming in here to try and get down some of the shielding. I think that's a great play here. Unfortunately, I can't think of the name. Uh-oh, this is not looking good for Holy Trinity, if I'm not mistaken. They are attacking the cannon. No, Gary comes in to save the day. Stalkers looking pretty good here. This is not a good situation to be in. And the cannon goes down. Super Marine Wave coming in here with Nova. This is going to be a battle. Uh-oh. Get in there, Nova. Get in there, Nova. Nova tanking an obscene amount of damage there. Blinking back with the shield. Basilisk playing relatively well right now. Unfortunately, just can't deal with this combined wave. We've got Stalkers plus Fire Bats. I was going to say Hellbats, but it's Fire Bats and Marauders just dominating this wave right now. Skippy coming in here. See if we can get some shenanigans done with his Super Gary. He's now upgraded. But of course, we've got ourselves the Mecha Battle Carrier Lord. Let's see what kind of work this puts in here. Alphabet player. Tons of Marines coming in here. Super Gary's gonna have a hard time taking that down. And we drop down to Basilisk. Marines. Oh, just disgusting wave here right now. This is not looking good for the Manx player. Where are the Aegis? This is looking like a death push. Are the defenses going to be enough to hold off this wave and allow the Nexus to do a bunch of damage? I don't know. Space some stuff out. We got some Tonks. Siegebreaker's coming out here, but Super Gary is just dominating on that Nexus here right now. Siegebreaker doing relatively well. Basilisk playing fantastic here right now. Gets a good wave push. Microing the siege on that tank, which is doing fantastic. CJO, though, managing to do a combined blink. Moving in to take out that Siegebreaker. Ultralisk's not doing all that much here, getting dominated. A nice play by CJO there, unifyingly blinking back his Stalkers. We've now got double shock division here. Unfortunately, just not going to be enough. Manx bunker, I believe, should have been placed a little bit further back with the extended range. And allowing the turret to get targeted first would have allowed that bunker to stay up a little bit longer. I'm not sure if that was intentional or not. Stalkers just seeming to do some massively good play here right now. CJO not microing them, though. We've got a Nova Goliath here. Doesn't look like they've got the Basilisk has the upgrades for it just yet. Stalkers looking relatively well here. This wave, CJO is just putting so much pressure in right now. Ultralisks, Manx Ultralisks are tanking relatively well. Unfortunately, it's not going to be enough here. Siegebreakers going to get blinked in on by CJO here. The Stalkers putting in some serious work. Oh, and they're starting to target the bunker, though. Going to leave the shock division awake here. This Marauder wave, though, putting in some serious work here. Skippy trying to take out all the Marauders. And the shock division is still there. Unbelievable. Shock division putting in some serious work here right now. This is exactly What clan Holy Trinity needed here is having that Shock Division stay alive and put in some serious work. Shock Divisions are definitely going to take care of those Stalkers. CJO needs to make sure that he unifies a blink here to get that down. Shock Division is down. Ultralisks here coming in the way. We've got 2 more Shock Divisions though. Going to put in some more work. He does have quick transform ready to go. Oh, Siege Breakers. So, it's not Siege Breakers, sorry, Shock Division. So good here. Still only 3 Duskwings. They're getting dominated by those Mecha Hydras though. Sorry again, guys, I'm still waking up. Shock Division on no HP. Down to 11 health. It does go down. It does go down. And we've got the Goliaths now have come in here with their updated abilities here. Going to disable all those air units. This is going to be a great push coming here for Basilic here, able to do in some serious damage here. We're going to follow up with the Manx Shock Divisions. That should dominate the Stalkers coming in here right now. CJO might need to make an adjustment to the strategy. He does a unified blink backwards though to keep them out of the range of the Shock Divisions and solidify their attack against those Ultralisks. And then of course the Marauders coming in here from, I'm hoping it's Levedia. I hope I'm getting that name right. Just absolutely wrecking those Shock Division. As you guys know, Marauders, Aegis, anything that does kind of that ground level burst damage against armored absolutely wrecks tanks. Super Gary goes down. Skippy losing his wave. Not very good here. We are going to have the Goliaths to come in and hopefully stun all of those super mecha ultras swarming lords. Taken down absolutely perfectly here. Basilic playing very well against his wave. That's not right. Against the previous wave. We've got a bit of a wave shift here, though. Manx seems to be taking care of Vorazun relatively well. Shock Divisions again putting in work. Unfortunately, not going to be enough. Oh, and Skippy's wave comes in to save the day. Gonna leave some of those Shock Divisions alive. We got 2 of them down here that are alive. And there it is. Hyperion. Big question is, would Manx, since Manx is dominating the wave, consider maybe a Sky Fury or 2? Now, Basilisk is handling these super ultra mega super battle carrier lord machines relatively well, but unfortunately not doing super great against that Stalker push. CJO, of course, doing some micro here. Another unified blink here from CJO, backing them up, hopefully trying to link the waves together. Defense is spawning in at the nick of time here to slow the wave down a little bit though, but we do have to contend with that Hyperion. That looks like a micro blink backwards with that Hyperion. Just getting dominated though. Hyperion not gonna last long. Shock Divisions once again coming here to save the day, and we've got those uh-oh. Okay, we do have a couple Goliaths alive though to take out those super mega Becker lords. English sometimes hard. Now we're coming in with the Void Rays. Stalker Void Ray with some Corsairs to protect the Void Rays a little bit. And we've got the Sky Furies. That's what I was curious about, if Sky Furies were going to be an answer here. I definitely think they are. Just going to dominate that air here, and of course it's going to deal with anything else that's massive. I think a lot of the waves have massive now. We've got the Hyperion, we've got the Mecha Battle Carrier Lords. So there's quite a lot going on there that Sky Furies can deal with here. Gary putting in some serious work. Unfortunately, we're not doing super tons of damage here with that Hyperion. It's down to 50% HP. More Goliaths. Basilisk just massing Goliaths here right now. I definitely think that's the answer. Do they do a bonus against armored? I can't remember if the guns... I don't think they do. I think it's just the missiles do armored, if I'm not mistaken. Siegebreaker's going down. Shock Division's still alive for now, and that is it. We've got the Earth Splitter, though. That's going to add in a little bit of extra DPS here, but I don't know if that investment with those resources is going to be enough. The Mecha Battle Carrier Lords are dealing some serious damage on the Nexus. We are going down, ladies and gentlemen. CJO with the blink inwards. Unfortunately, not going to be enough to take that Nexus down. Hyperion. Raynor coming in to save the day. Is he going to be able to make that push here right now, though? Or is the Manx going to be able to hold everything off? Triple Shock Division. Hard to deal with. Hard to deal with. That is right. More Goliaths. Looking like we've done... Man, that is a killer Nova Wave, though. Holy moly. Hyperion goes down. Battle Carrier Lords. There's only one alive still. It was hanging back there, but is going to get taken out by the Goliaths. This is a relatively good comeback here from Holy Trinity. Playing relatively well here. Stalkers, though, coming in Void Rays. Even more Void Rays than the last wave. This is going to be a little bit tricky here. We do have 2 Sky Furies. And we're starting to go in with the Warhounds. I agree. I think Warhounds should have been played quite a bit earlier, in my opinion. And saving that XP for more Shock Divisions. Not too shabby a play here. Good microing on that Hyperion to get it back there. But it is taking a bit of a crap kicking here with all that air. Boom, boom, boom! I want you in my room. Let me know in the chat, you guys, if the microphone sounds good. Or if I should bring it closer so it sounds a bit more like this. Let me know what you guys think. All right. Good match here so far. More Void Rays coming in here, though. They are going to absolutely wreck those Warhounds. But the Warhounds are going to put in some serious work against those Stalkers. They'll blinking them back. Hyperion going to move in here. Maybe try and tank some of that damage. We do have that Sky Fury. Unfortunately, they are just going to get absolutely demolished here right now. We do have Vikings in play. Not a favorite thing of Manx to deal with. So we're going to maybe need some Rocket Boys in the back here. Deal with a little bit of that kind of stuff. This is not looking good here. This could be the GG wave. And that is it. GG. Clan HS takes the first game. Oh, bad transition there. That was terrible. That was terrible transition. I guess I have to leave the game as well. Nope, everyone else leaves and then I'm good to go. Clan HS takes the victory. We're playing best out of 3. Chat has let me know. Best out of 3. All right. Playing again. That's not right. Puts me into a lobby. I don't need a lobby. Not too shabby of a match. I believe the players are just doing bans here right now. and then we'll be able to get back into the match. I'm just waiting for the next lobby to open up. There it is. I believe they switch sides, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, they... No, they don't. Okay. We are in the lobby here. Chat coming in there with an Earth Splitter noob. Excuse me. I think I'm going to add some overlays here on some stuff, guys. I think I've got a couple ideas to come in with a little more stat information for us. So bear with me while there's some typing and some stuff going on here. I think I have kind of a bit of a plan. I usually have notes set up on who's playing what when I'm doing my recordings, and now I don't have any of that, so it's a little bit trickier for me to strategize. As a Manx player myself, I basically only play Manx. A little bit of Alarak here from time to time. I definitely think the Warhounds needed to come out much sooner, in my opinion. Now, I am no expert at direct strike, so please let me know in the chat when you guys get there. I know we're on the 5-minute delay, so let me know whether or not you think that, but I definitely think those Warhounds should have been out much sooner. And even adding in Rocket Boys. Rocket Boys are so OP when it comes if the waves are set up correctly, and the Rocket Boys don't end up just walking in there and using their SMGs. All right. Remember, guys, we're on a 5-minute delay, so what you guys are saying in chat versus what and how I react to you guys. I think we're just waiting. I think the team is just strategizing. See if I can get the commanders selected already in advance. That would help me a lot. Seeing if they're just gonna let me know here. Yeah, so this is where your co-commentator comes into play a lot, because this gives the opportunity for a lot of banter back and forth. I really was interested in getting Wuju's in on one of these. I think his style of videos, while he's not a a direct strike expert, I definitely like when he does his replays on his channel. I really enjoy how he kind of does his commentary, and I thought that him and I together would have been a pretty good combination, to be blatantly honest. Just waiting here to see. Just seeing if they will let me know who the commanders are that they choose, and then I can come up with a thing here. See if we can get something going on here. It's best of 5, ladies and gentlemen. They've just told me in the chat, best of 5. Okay, looking like the team's just... excuse me. Holy Trinity. Holy Trinity is just strategizing here at the moment. That's why they're not in the lobby yet. Yeah, he's right there. Okay, so we're just chilling here at the moment. We're just trying to come up. I believe Holy Trinity is strategizing here. They're going to figure their stuff out. And I am just trying to see if I can get... I'm seeing if I can get what commanders they're selecting early, and then I might be able to put like an overlay down on the stream for you guys so you can see who's playing what when before the match starts. Okay, see if I can get them to DM me here. Ironing out some kinks for this one, and then we'll have something set up for the next one. I'll also have overlays, better overlays, so that I can have everything typed up, ready to go before the match starts. Of who's in like position 1, position 2, position 3, who's playing what. And I can do a bit more of an intro at the beginning of each match. So, ironing out some kinks here for the very first time that Synergy Gaming TV has done a live stream. I know that Firestorm 254, I know he's done a few for the guys. He has commentated and spectated a little bit, so. Just waiting on a Discord DM here. I think they're still hammering out what's what. I wasn't quite expecting this much delay between matches. Did Twitch die? No, everything's fine. All right. Still coming up with strategies. Just waiting on the Discord DM here so that I can... So if I add in... Ideally, what I would like to do is use Photoshop. And if I could Photoshop an overlay in on the fly... I could have cool effects. That would be ideal. There they are. There's the team. Okay, see if we can get an overlay set up here. And if I can build something... I never really thought much about this. I could put in a DS overlay. If I did, where did that go? And I want it to be right. Here. Yeah, and then I can add in a text box. I got so many windows open right now. All right, we're just getting this set up. Go in there, go in there, go in there. Go in the damn box. I want to go in there. Go in there. I want this go in. Go in. Okay, thank you. Got it. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, except I don't want this here. Okay. Okay, I think they're just figuring it out. Excellent, thank you guys. Okay. That allows me to do much better commentary. I know you guys are a little bit worried about it being released and things like that. Here we go. Ready in for game number 2. So this is going to be a little bit janky for this one, you guys, because I'm just going to add in some sources and add in some stuff. I'm going to do it on the fly. All right, we are in the match. I'm trying to get some things overlaid here. So, Clan HS, we're going with Nova, Tychus, and Swanage. And team number 2, Holy Trinity, down here at the bottom. We are going to have Mansk, Dahaka, and Elrak. So, now that I've got that figured out, I think we're going to meet right here in the middle. I'm going to try and get a few of these little thingies typed out for you guys. So just, whoa, waves passing each other here. We're doing the left and the right here, moving in. The Manx is going in there, and we get a little bit of cannon stuff down. No defensive in place yet. Tychus versus Dahaka. Hadaka. But I didn't want to make a folder. Ah! There we go. Sorry guys, trying to do this on the fly. Okay, in fact, I'll have enough time between matches. I'll do it on the next match because I want to focus on the commentary here for this one. I have what I need. That'll do for now.
Of course you follow me. They all do.
Thank you so much, Blightstar, for the follow. All right, Alphabet player. I have them as someone different. I think it's because I'm on the friends list. Nova coming in here, dealing some damage against the Haka. That's right. Look at the size of Nova compared to Dahaka. That's crazy bonkers. And then Tyke is coming in here. I don't know if going with Nikara is the right choice. I don't know. I personally like Rattlesnake. I'm a Rattlesnake fan. But I also don't play Tychus very much, and there could be situational things that I'm unaware of as well. So we're going to leave that for the chat to discuss. Almost going to meet in the middle here. Unfortunately, though, looking like Manxica's got way more coming out here. Aegis Guard early on is just going to wreck most of Nova's units here. I do believe that we do have the upgrade concussion shells, which is going to slow down Nova's shooting a little bit here. Look at this. Aegis Guard just taking an absolute crap kicking here right now. Manages to survive. Nova doing some blinking. Oh. And of course, Ravasaur is going to put in some serious work against, well, some work against. You're getting some. Now I see why the. Okay, this makes a little bit more sense now. If you do a Nakara second with a Blaze third, I like that. Now the question is, are we going to see a Rattlesnake here so that CJO can push through on the next wave? Speculation here. Again, Clan HS though putting on some serious pressure to Holy Trinity though. This is not going very well for them. Keep in mind though, all it takes is... Oh no. Aegis Guard with a Tychus on the field. You know what that means. Tychus was most likely picked to directly counter Mengsk Aegis Guards. Obviously, you get a Vega and then take the Aegis Guard, and then the Aegis Guard just destroys the entire Mengsk wave. We all know this. We've all been in a match where that happens, and you basically yell and scream at the noob. That happens. Blaze is going to take some damage here, though. Not looking super great. Getting those heals on there. Unfortunately, Nakara not quite enough. I don't think we have the healing upgrade just yet. No, we don't. Oh, look at that. It shows me all the abilities. I like that. Heroic unit thing. Very cool. Alarak. Now, this is something that I have always struggled with, is how I get enough sacrificial dudes. The hell are they called again? Supplicants. Supplicants, that's what they are. Is basing on my units versus supplicant count. I always seem to struggle with when I'm playing. I like this Mengsk formation a little bit scattered here. We're gonna let some of the fight excuse me, Flame Boys come in there first. Aegis Guard gonna dump in there. Unfortunately, not quite enough here. Looking like our Nova has put more Marauders to one side. This is gonna need to be an adjustment from our Mengsk player. Need to get this Aegis Guard. Rather than doing symmetrical, we might need two Aegis Guards over here on this side to counter that wave. That's just my opinion. I am no analyst. Let's just focus on the commentary. Ravasaur's doing some work here. We did manage to get ourselves a Rattlesnake. CJO definitely playing, in my opinion, what needs to be done here. Let's see what Alarak manages to do here. Do we have enough Supplicants to keep him alive? I don't think so. Wave coming in here. Again, more pressure on here. Swan, typically not picked in my opinion, and the cannon goes down. We are less than 6 minutes into the match and the cannon is down already. Swan manages to target that bad boy with our Cyclones. Nova Marauder doing a very standard build here. Very just across the front. You can see here across the, well, almost across the front here. This is weird. I thought formations in Direct Strike were important. I'm pretty sure they are, because you want certain units to engage other units at certain timings. All right. Oh, Wraithwalkers. Do we have upgrades for them? We do. Full upgrades on the Wraithwalkers. This could be really good. These are a fantastic counter against the Tychus. Until you get some Blaze with the armor upgrade, T3 Blaze. Until that happens, though, Wraithwalker's not going to be able to survive the Cyclones coming in here, though. We are going to drop in a couple Mengsk Mutas. Now, I have actually had surprisingly good luck with Mengsk Mutas when they're placed in mass amounts and the opponent is not expecting them. This should be... I don't think that was quite enough mutas, though. Just enough to kind of add in some pressure here. Aegis Guards are not going to survive against all of those. Now, here's the question, chat. Do we go with more Aegis Guard to deal with those Marauders, or do we start adding in some Shock Divisions? I'm thinking Aegis Guards for the tank wall. That's just me. However, though, if there any are residual, then CJO is going to be able to get himself a Vega, and then it's just GG for that wave. Alarak blows back the Tychus wave. Wraithwalker's going to put in some serious work. Yeah, great counter against there. And then, of course, Swan's just going to come in here and go blap. Cyclone's good, man. Cyclone's very good. There's the Shock Division. We're going to name this guy Skippy from Shocky. Whoa! There we go. Intercessor. No, what is this thing? Witness. Right, Imperial Witness. Lots of Ravasaurs coming in here. We've got a couple of the Impalers. Basilisk going with Impalers. Also not too shabby against Tychus, provided that there is a defensive wall in the front, which kind of got melty. Slayers can be very good. That double damage after the blink is very effective against a Tychus player, provided, you know, the ratio is correct. Shields coming in there looking good. Unfortunately, not going to be enough here. We got a lot of the Wraiths up there from Lavedia. Yikes. And the push coming in here from Clan HS. Mutas are going to distract the Cyclones here and allow basically all of Manx Waves to just shit kick the Swan Wave. Imperial Witness is a little bit behind. This might be one of those situations having two Imperial Witnesses that you can micro. So one of them sieges up while the next one keeps moving, and then when the previous one de-sieges or unsieges, then the other one sieges up. So it just kind of helps you keep your plus 20% attack speed bonus. Lots more rattlesnakes coming in here. The Tychus fight. Back with the Vega. There's the Vega. We knew that was coming. When you're up against Aegis Guards, Vega is the answer, even if it's on the next wave. Great to have. Although it's going to be very difficult for CJO to deal with those Wraith Walkers, to have the waves combined here. Of course, Swan is just going to mop up that whole thing. Mop Squad here. The janitorial system of Swan is coming in here to just absolutely wreck face. Mutas, again, are going to distract the Cyclones, and then just kind of wreck face here. And then Navita? The hell's her name? I'm telling you guys, when you're trying to do things, Nikara, that's right. When you're doing things on the fly, it's amazing how many of the words leave your mind when you're concentrating. But I mean, when I'm playing a direct strike game, it's super easy. I know what all the names are and this, that, and the other thing, and I can tell people in chat. But when you're trying to do commentary and draw it up, you know, on the top of your mind, it's much more difficult. Much more difficult. Rattlesnakes coming in here, just demolishing all of this here right now. 80 damage from a rattlesnake strike. Of course, they're just going to fall to the Wraith Walkers, which is standard gameplay here. It's going to be very difficult for CJO to get his wave to combine with the previous wave. Those Wraith Walkers are just going to absolutely crap kick him. This is an interesting combination. This is something I haven't seen too much with the Swan, is Wraiths and Cyclones. I kind of like this. I've always been a big Swan fan myself, but I've always found him to be trash. But I like that combination. Oh, Hollow Warriors. That's something you don't see too often. Of course, they didn't last very long. Aegis Guards not being able to tank enough of those Marauders. Now, we could put more Aegis Guard in front to divide up the Marauder blast, and then they don't get targeted as quick. Hard to say what the answer is. Shock divisions are just so much better when it comes to DPS, but Aegis Guard are pretty good at tanking. Double Vega, though. That's probably why you don't want any more Aegis Guard against a Vega. It doesn't matter. You just don't. You just don't do it. It's like a cardinal rule. So it's quite an interesting combination here. It feels like Holy Trinity might have baited in CJO to pick Tychus. They might have known that CJO plays Tychus, and then they knew that it would be up against a Manx, possibly in there. And then, of course, so they counterpick with an Alarak. Very interesting choice. Warhounds now coming out here. I like that for the tankiness. Unfortunately, not going to be enough to deal with those Marauders. And, of course, Shock Division just gets massacred by the Marauders. Dahak is Fire Breath and slow. Always a pain in the ass to deal with. Nobody likes to deal with that crap. Intercessors coming in here to get a little bit of extra healing on. This is something that's fantastic to carry over in the waves. Just mass interceptors are very good, especially when you have following up with a Dahaka, which is all bio, meaning in which your intercessors can add a little bit of extra life to your Dahaka player. And of course, Wraith Walkers again are just going to come in here and just dumpster fire everything. Nova trying to get the shield down here. I like this play from Alphabet player. Interesting. That's a very bad interaction there for Swan. Manx obviously clears that up. Of course, now we're doing... The waves are slightly mismatched here. This is a very interesting choice here from LGBT. Using those hollow decoys to absorb all of the Aegis Guard damage, and that's going to allow Nova's Marauders to just dumpster fire everything else here. Of course, they're going to go down to the mass Marauders and Impalers that are here. Of course, we've got a couple of the Primal Hosts as well, adding in a little bit of that siege DPS. All right, Skippy. No, DM Invaldi. Is that DMI Valdi? Dimivaldi? Let me know if it's DM Ivaldi or if it's all one word. I'm not sure. Rocket Boys? Hello? Rocket Boys? Rocket Boys OP? Of course, Shock Division gonna get dumpster fired there, so I was reading chat. Oh, Dahaka taking an absolute pounding there. Not looking very good. This is not a good situation to be in. Seeming like Clan HS manages to get that early lead, and then it becomes very difficult for Holy Trinity to make that pushback here, though. Of course, Alarak dealing with that Tychus wave relatively well. Straightforward. Coming in here, we do have the Vegas, though. I think they're being kept out of... Nope. We did manage to get... It looked like one of the Vanguards got taken down there. This is looking a lot closer to GG here. Two Wraithwalkers gonna take out that Vega. Nakara managing to backtrack a little bit to get some heals off. Rocket Boys. Where are the Rocket Boys? Why are there no Rocket Boys? Where are the Rocket Boys? Lots of hollow decoys coming in here. They do a lot of damage against the Dahaka. Of course, you can see his HP down there on the right, just plummeting. Manages to tank a lot of that damage, though. It's going to keep the units, Dahaka's units, alive a lot longer here. We're going to have some overflow coming into the Tychus wave now. Of course, combining Dahaka's units in here with Alarak is good. I don't know if using Vanguards against the Tychus wave was the right choice. If anything, I would have the Vanguards in the back so that the Wraithwalkers can deal with the Tychus wave, and then the Vanguards will move forward when it comes to the Swan wave and try and get some damage in there. Lots more Wraiths coming in here, though, applying a lot of the pressure. I'm still not seeing any Rocket Boys. Where are the Rocket Boys? Where are the Rocket Boys? We have no Rocket Boys. This is a bad push here right now. Chat just talking about not having any synergy, so I put synergy in the chat. Kind of funny. All right, Wraithwalkers, of course, just wrecking the Tychus wave. But then, of course, they don't do a whole lot of damage against that Swan wave. They fall relatively quick. Holy Trinity here. Going for the Hail Mary. We got the Pride of Augustgrad, ladies and gentlemen. It doesn't tell me what rank it is, though. Whether it's 1 or 2 here at the moment, or if it's saved up. It doesn't show me what we have here. Unfortunately, it's putting in some decent work. Something I've always said since the Pride of Augustgrad got nerfed really, really bad. It got nerfed really bad. It definitely needs some more DPS. It lost its 3rd attack on the Yamato, but its DPS is only, I think, 15 at rank 3. When you look at the Sovereign battle cruisers, I think they do like 23, and the Hyperion does 20. And then, of course, you have the Pride of Augustgrad, which does 15. So I think there needs to be maybe a little bit of DPS buff on the Pride of Augustgrad. If they're going to remove one of the Yamatos, that definitely needs more DPS, I think. Not to mention that, I mean, the Pride of Augustgrad is twice the battlecruiser that a Sovereign is. Should be, in theory, lore-wise, and they do less DPS. I just don't think I agree with that. Needs a buff. Needs a buff. The Pride. My favorite unit in the game. Pride, baby. Skippy coming in here. We got the double, so we are rank 3. Yeah, I just feel like they got nerfed into the ground. I just feel so bad. I think they should go back to triple Yamato and then maybe make the cost a little bit more. Because they just feel so weak now. Oh, no! Stolen! 15 DPS, that's not good. I forgot they're not heroic. Ripperonis, Vega taking that Pride of Augustgrad. Chat saying they should get a mothership. Not easily dealing with the Wraiths, though. I think just Mass Slayer. I like the Mutas here. They're not doing a whole lot of damage, but they're tangling up the Wraiths. And of course, a Mutas being light and Wraiths dealing damage against heavy. Against armored. Not so much. So Pride of Augustgrad tanking lots more. I feel like the Pride of Augustgrad is in such a bad spot right now. It just seems like such a useless unit. It needs more. If you're not going to go back to the triple Yamato and adjust the price, then I think just more DPS. Again, with a Sovereign, I think is like 23 or 25 or something when it's just not enough. T3 Blaze coming in here. Chat's talking about T3 Blaze. That's definitely going to put a damper on those Wraithwalkers a little bit. Situation's not looking good for Holy Trinity, though. All right, we got two fronts here. Ground units coming down there, and then we've got the Pride of Augustgrad doing a fight there. Is it going to survive? It's doing relatively well. And we got ourselves another great unit, the Black Hammer. Black Hammers are super strong. They're very strong. Even against ground units, their double cannons is quite potent. They are quite strong regardless, even if used as ground units. Some of these engagements here. Pride of Augustgrad was taken. Not good. Alarak managing to get a surviving here. We've got a good wave here. Alarak just gets mutated there. Mutated? Melted? Melted is the word I wanted, not mutated. So many Wraiths. Wraithwalker's just gonna get absolutely dumpstered. Ground units here. The wow, too many units now. Warhound's going underneath there. That's so much HP for the front end. That's 1,000 HP for each one of the decoys that are on the field here. If we take a look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,000 HP in basically the front lines there. Pride of Augustgrad getting stunned by the Goliaths from Nova. Oh, melty, melty, melty. All right. More Wraithwalkers coming in here. We're going to get a lot of solo damage. Unfortunately, though, the Swan just has too many units. Wraithwalkers are just not viable here. I definitely think more Slayers in the front might be an option. Or way more HP for Alarak. A bunch more Supplicants to keep him alive so that everything targets Alarak. Hard to say what the answer is, though. Pride of Augustgrad actually doing some work here. Only 12 kills, though. 990 HP. That seems kind of trash. It's down a little bit. Pride of Augustgrad stunned again. Lots of Guardians coming in here, though, to deal with those ground units. It's going to add a lot of DPS against the Manx player as well. Not a lot of anti-air for Manx. Unfortunately, though, you don't need any when you just take your opponent's everything. Nova getting dumpstered there. Man, this Swan Wave is just meltating everything here right now. Of course, we got the more mutas in the front there, are going to tangle up those Wraith Walkers. It's going to bring in, it's going to bring in the Wraiths and then allow the Pride of Augustgrad to dump down one of the Yamatos on there. That was actually a relatively good wave for the Manx. Skippy doing pretty good here right now. Unfortunately, those Warhounds not super effective against the Nova composition here at the moment. Intercessors not surviving the Goliaths at all. We do have the Guardians in here, though. Unfortunately, I don't think that's the right answer either. You're up against a bunch of Goliaths, which are just going to disable your units. Dahaka getting slowed there with the Gravy. Not good for Dahaka. All right, I know some of you guys are asking for the permanent health bars. While I know it's good for you guys as players to see all the HP, it makes the screen look a bit cluttered for those of people who don't play DS and they just want to watch. So unfortunately, I'm not going to do that. But I will try and use the overlay, the HP bars, enough that you guys can have an idea of what's happening. Pride of Augustgrad actually putting in some work. Oh, it's actually lost kills. Excuse me, sorry for the coughing, you guys. Oh no, Pride of Augustgrad, there it is. Getting targeted. Going down. Haka. It's hanging in there. There's some HP down in the bottom right-hand corner for you guys. Man, just got absolutely annihilated by that wave there. The Haka tanked a bunch of damage, but unfortunately not enough here. And then, of course, obviously all those Guardians get turned against the enemies. Alarak being targeted by those Guardians. More Stalkers in the front. I think that's the only option, really. Unfortunately, you need a little bit more there for the Wraith Walkers. Maybe Supplicants for the Alarak, so the Alarak tanks more. Hard to say what the answer is there. Of course, Pride coming in there, dropping the double Yamato. Fortunately, only taking out half of the Stalkers. You can see Levedia has split up the Wraiths so that the Yamato doesn't take them all out. We got some Rocket Boys finally. Skippy a little bit behind on those. I definitely think that was an early option. Hollow decoys. Correct me in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. They should be psionic, if I'm not mistaken. The overlays here don't tell me what they are. Guardians doing well here. Again, Dahaka just gets meltated here. Finally getting ourselves a Sykes. Getting in that serious action. My voice is starting to go. This is looking like a death push coming in here right now. I'm not sure Manx is going to have enough units to deal with all of this crap right now. Dropping in that Yamato. We've got lots of science vessels here as well. The Mutas seem to be putting in some good work here, though. Manx manages to mop up the Swan relatively well. That's good. The push was getting relatively close to the Nexus. Not something we can have. Holy crap. How many more of these hollow decoys do we have? Let's take a quick count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 now. 11 hollow decoys. That's insane. Pride of Augustgrad, of course, just getting dumpstered by Goliaths. I don't know. Is that the answer? Is that the answer? The Yamato's doing relatively well against the... is doing relatively well against the Wraiths. And then it just kind of is useless. I'm definitely not seeing enough supplicants here. One of the things actually that I was taught by Craig came in here, told me that you need a buttload of supplicants to survive your wave. Maybe there is enough. Maybe there is enough. I'm not quite sure. This is getting dangerously close to the Nexus. Pride of Augustgrad hanging in there still. Oh, down to 7 kills. I don't think this overlay doesn't compound all the kills. It's kills per wave. It's kills per wave. Haka taking a bit of a beating here. HP down in the bottom right-hand corner. Haka survives. Haka survives the wave. And then, of course, everything just gets decimated there. All the Guardians disappear. And then, of course, Wraithwalkers obviously come in here and just clean up the Tychus wave. Very interesting. They've got a lot of waves that counter a lot of waves. And then when they run into the next wave, they just get crapped on. Levetia here coming in with some serious swan action, though. Not looking good here right now. Double prides. Ladies and gentlemen, a pride's going to be the answer. I don't think so. They just get disabled by the Goliaths. Yeah. There it is. GG, ladies and gentlemen. That is the match. All right, I'm going to take 2 seconds here now that this is done. Copy. I'm going to just... Give me 1 second here, guys. I need this screen. Just gonna set in some text box here. Put this down here, that over there. Something's making it click. I'm not sure what that is. Yeah, what's it? I don't know what it's snapping to, but it's snapping to something. Okay. Add another source. This will be a new source. Just need a second here, boys. I don't know if this matters. It's gonna help for the viewers. Not so much for you guys as players. You know what's happening. But I think this is going to be good for them. Where's the rename? Setting up a couple things here, boys. Just hang tight. Hang tight. Just need a couple more. Normally this would all be done before the match started, but obviously I just thought of this idea and I thought it would be kind of cool to do. And now I'm all like trying to do it on the fly. This, like I said, usually would be done beforehand, but and there's a VT2 P3. Oh, that's not right. Oh no, don't do that. Not perfect, but it will do. And this, now I can change. I can do that on the fly. All right, just waiting for the invite. Sorry, I was a little bit delayed. Maybe they were waiting for me. Maybe they were waiting for me. All right, so hopefully they'll send me the team names this time a little bit sooner, so I have time to type them. Sorry, I'm just talking to Firestorm here. He wants the HP bars on, but I just said it's a little bit too clear. Just following grammar. All right. Just waiting on the DMs. All right, waiting on the DMs, boys. My name's getting a little raspy. Are there any other games today? Let me ask chat. Are there any other games and teams later? I'm learning a lot from chat here, actually, too, right now. As you guys know, that I'm a casual Direct Strike player. I've learned some knowledge from some of the other top players that play with me. But they're talking about some mistakes that have happened and things that they didn't capitalize on, which is very interesting because I didn't notice a whole lot of stuff. Things like weird things like not having Rocket Boys soon enough and little things like that. So we're just waiting. I can upload. Yeah, I can upload all those all their names before the match starts. Can I turn this into a projector? Ooh. Learning some new. There's so much crap, guys. Like this the overlay or the transition I'm using. It took me like 3 days to make. Animation is so hard. It's so hard. Looking like these guys are just strategizing here right now. Just waiting on the list, then I can type the players out for you guys. I think we'll add the team names on there too. I will have a better overlay. Like I said, I'll have a better overlay made for the next stream. I'll have things done in Photoshop, and we'll have animations, and there'll be some more cool stuff now that I have an idea of what's expected. But we're going to be using text boxes today. Trying to do this on like a micro window. Nah, it's too small. I can't click it. Oh, there's the hand. All right. Feeling like Team 2 is a bit high. There we go. Now we're getting her. Oh, names are backwards. That should be 870. That should be 870. Okay, that's half decent. Half decent for slapping together a thing. I think they're still strategizing here. Whoa! Japanese man. I can only read part of that. It's got the number 2. I only read part of that. See what his name is. See what his name is in chat. Japanese man. What?
It's memorizing.
That's not a word. Oh, he's memeing.
メモリアエニです。
Desu.
It's memorizing.
Memoriani. I didn't realize this much effort went into picking commanders, guys. I had no idea. I've never watched one of the other casts before, one of the live streams. I've never seen it. So... Hope stream is going well. Warlord Nick, yeah, man. It's going well. Yeah, so I've got things... getting things set up here. Still waiting. They're still strategizing. Bright Star, thanks again for the follow. Welcome to Synergy Gaming TV. Glad to have you here. 5-minute delay, so of course you're not gonna catch that right away. Seems they need to commit to 1 though. The Vedia is sick. Not sure I know what that means. OG though, gotcha. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below or in the chat for the live. What you guys think about the changing to detection all move to tier 2. I'm not sure I agree with it. In my opinion, I think having some commanders that counter and have early detection is good, and some commanders that don't have early detection is good as well. But moving them all to tier 2 seems to just, I don't know, seems to take away some of the advantages that some COs have. That's just my opinion. Maybe it's wrong for balance. Hard to say. Let's open up some discussion. Let me know what you guys think. Oh, I can only have one open at a time. That's disappointing. Looking like they're coming in right now, at least for Clan HS. Man, I didn't realize there was so much heated debate, you guys. That's crazy. They're trying to figure out what the strategy is and why they're getting fisted to try and come up with a solution. Okay, I've got Clan HS. Okay, Clan HS is implemented. Just waiting on the next team. All right, Skippy. Makes me wonder what they're talking about. They're not in the lobby yet, so are they like blasting each other right now and be like, you suck, no, you suck, no, you suck, no, you suck, no, fuck you, no. Or if they're really trying to come up with a solution, or, you know, because you need, when you're playing a multiplayer game like this, you need an in-game leader, right? Someone has to be the captain. To try and just have all 3 people on a level playing field doesn't work. One player has to come up with a strategy, and the other players follow. Just like a team captain in sports, just like the in-game leader, the captain when it comes to games like CSGO and Valorant, things like that. You have to have somebody leading the team. You just have to. It just doesn't... You have to. Looks like I can pick a commander here. Should I play as Mangsk? I should be Mangsk. Mangsk is awesome. I really wish they bring back Hydralisks for Mangsk. I like to play like an all Zerg composition for Mangsk. It's fun. Everyone's like, yeah, but they're just the same as Gunners. Find a way. Find a way to bring Hydras back. Whether you have to make them more expensive, make their range shorter or longer, make them different from the LMG boys. Find a way, but bring them back. Because I want them. Right? So they should do something. Right? Or maybe give them a limited number. Maybe only get 10 of them. Right? Maybe they can be stronger than LMG boys, but you only get 10. Like a limited number. Like Duskwings. Or make them worse. Make them cost more. Make them do less damage. Make their range more but less damage. Maybe make them more damage and the range less. Like it doesn't matter. Can we watch the bands pick live? No, they do it in Discord. Someone asked in chat there, I would like to see, you know, if player 1 picks, and then player 2, or player 1, team 1, player 1 picks their commander, then team 2, player 1 picks their commander, then team 2, player 2 picks their commander, then team 1, player 2 picks their commander, team 1, player 3 picks their commander, and then player 2, team 2, player 3 picks their commander, right? So it'd be this guy, then this guy, and this guy, then this guy, and this guy, then this guy. That'd be kind of cool. I'd like to see that, and then you could do it live. I've got overlays for that. We can make that happen. We can do that type of selection live. I could build that, no problem. Apocalypse Rider makes a very good point in chat. He says, in top-level games, when you make units, you have to keep in mind not just the units of your opponents, but all in the enemy team, from the beginning to make leaks or prevent enemy leaks. He is absolutely right there. That is a very valid point. Seems like Skippy has taken his time with his team. So I will drink more coffee. Throwing out some garbage. I'm watching GDSL matches, standard, and even the tiniest leak could create huge momentum. That's big in part because there's no defenses, right? You don't get to place down commander type defenses in front of your bunker. So there's no extra DPS to make up for those mistakes. So you're relying solely on the bunker DPS to pick up for your slack. So that's something that I played with, you know, when I did a couple basic direct strike games, and I had people raging on me. I didn't know when to gas correctly. Gassing is not the same in Commander as it is in no Commander. In 3v3, it's very different. And people were like making fun of me and stuff, and I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just playing the game. In standard, yeah, in standard. Not basic, but standard. This takes a really long time. It's no wonder these games sometimes get have scheduling issues. You gotta book off like an entire afternoon for these. Just checking to see if there's any other matches after this. There they are. Basilic in the front now. Skippy gonna follow up with the rear. Okay, just waiting on Skippy to send me the I think they're just figuring out their last little bit here. Come on, Skippy, get with the program. I need your commanders so I can put them in the chopper. Think you're still figuring it out? Oh. Team 1 made a change. Okay, waiting on Skippy. Okay, so it is DMI Valdi. Or Vladdy. Vladdy. That's what it is. Okay. Alright, let me get this typed in. I'll have something for the bands next time too, so we know who banned what. Alright. We are ready, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Uh-oh. Don't crash on me now, game. Oh. All right, boys. Let's do it. Getting ready for the next match. Let's get it done. Very exciting. Thank you. Big shout out to the commander players here. Ladies and gentlemen, let's drop in our team names. Boink, boink. Oh. Boink, boink, boink. There you go. No cool transition today. I will have a much nicer overlay made for you guys eventually. So, we got LGBT playing Abathur. We've got CJO playing Carrix. We have Levedia playing Rainer. And Basilic playing Stukov. DMI Valdi playing Nova. And Skippy playing Alarak. Alright. Units on the outside. A couple dudes are going to make it past. We're going to have any action in this thing. I'm just going to fix Clan HS. I think I can lower these names down. Sorry guys, going to make a quick correction here. I think we can go 920. Give me one sec. 20. This can go over and down. 885, that looks pretty good. So go down to 920. 920. 1 second, almost done. Okay, perfect. That's gonna do. That's gonna do for now. Sorry about that, boys. Got the overlay set up again. Coming in with those Dusk Wings from Levedia. Alarak gonna tank some of that stuff here. We've got the Slayers in there, and we've stacked defenses onto one side. Now, I have been told by many people that this bunker in the front is trash, and it should be off to the sides. Now that's also because sometimes you want, if it's melee, you want this in the front. If they're ranged units, you don't want it in the front. Let me know in the chat or the comments down below if you guys are watching this on the VOD. Should be Vile Roaches. Yes, they are. And the Swarm Queens. Again, though, looking like Clan HS is applying that early game pressure. They're already at the defenses here. Nova taking out that Vile Roach with a shotgun blast. All right, we're back into the mid game for Duskwings. Is Nova off cooldown to get the switch? No, unfortunately not. Duskwing's going to put in some work here. Only double stalkers, though. We do have a lot of Alarak. We got 2 supplicants here. And one of those cool little Havoc dudes. That means, obviously, Alarak has gone for the tier 2 rush to get there to get vision. That's a lot of units coming out of the Abathur already. Lots of Vile Roaches to slow down all of the attack. We do have 2 bunkers here, though, coming from Basilic. Not going to be enough, though. Unfortunately, the wave's going to fall. Banelings? Banelings typically not a great unit because they're great at the burst damage to clear a wave, but unfortunately they don't give you any pushing power. So you have to be very, very careful. Very, very careful on how many things like Banelings you use. So this is not good. Abathur has pushed through 2 waves and we've stalked in behind some Immortals already. Coming from Karax. This is not a good situation to be in here. Holy Trinity definitely on the back line already. We do have quite a few supplicants, though. For the Alarak is going to manage to tank a lot of that, though, giving the bunker or the cannon an opportunity here to put in some DPS. This is not good, though. That Abathur basically pushed 2 waves. That is a massive disadvantage already for Holy Trinity. And the shield is gone on their cannon. Battle here back into the middle. This is a crap ton of units for the Abathur. This is not good. This is not good. Stukov dropping in that infestation here to add a bunch of broodlings to try and add a little bit of defenses there and get the HP back up here. Tons of Immortals, though. Fortunately, they're not going to do too much damage against the Marines, but they're not going to hang out quite enough either. We do have ourselves a heavy siege tank. Up and at it with the Havoc, adding a little bit of extra damage for Abathur. Skippy going to take advantage of the War Prism to see if maybe you can get that opportunity to use his Photon Overcharge on that War Prism. Give him that offensive capability that he might need later on in the match here. Those Vile Roaches, though, are very deadly when it comes to slowing down the attack of those bunkers. It's going to be a lot less DPS coming from the swinging of the bunkers, though, because those Vile Roaches are going to slow a lot of that down. And then, of course, slowing the attack of that heavy siege tank. It's not going to be good here. Nova coming in. Get a snipe on one of the units. I don't think that was microed. I think that was just an auto snipe. And, of course, Nova goes down. Not looking too great here. Heavy siege tank putting in some damage, but unfortunately it's not enough. When you get that attack speed slow and then bursting down the shield on that cannon, I don't think Stukov has another infestation, and it goes down once again before the 6-minute mark. Clan HS has been putting on their pressure early game, trying to get down that early bunker. Now keep in mind that's going to be an extra 125 minerals for Clan HS that Holy Trinity is going to have to make up in their gameplay. Vile Roach is coming through here. This is not doing well right now. This is an ugly, ugly push here at the moment. Those Duskwings with extra cloaked Banshees putting in some serious pressure here right now. And this is going to be a quick and early GG. No, Infestation manages to save the day. Unfortunately, it's not going to be enough. And they save it. They save it. They save it. Unbelievable. I thought that was a quick GG. The save from the Stukov Infestation. Cloaked Banshees coming from Stukov as well. We have a bunch of heavy siege tanks. That might be the answer to dealing with all these Vile Roaches. Of course, defense is coming back into place here. Getting taken out right away. A massive Immortal push here with that burst damage. Alarak can tank all of that with enough supplicants in behind the scenes, which is going to make those Immortals basically null and void. Alarak putting in the work here right now. Tanked a buttload of damage there. That was a very well played Alarak there. Took a wave and like a wave and a half worth of damage. That's pretty good here. I did notice though that the Alarak player did not use the Photon Overcharge either on the Nexus or on the cannon. They just kind of let it fall. Not sure that was the right play here. A misplay from Skippy, or maybe it was the charge wasn't up quite yet. Keeping an eye on these shields there for the Nexus. Nova staying on shotgun mode, using that shield there. It's going to go down, no blink. Man, it's hard to take care of those boosted up roaches. And then, of course, Siege Breakers are going to fall. But the heavy siege tanks are going to fall. Again, Alarak, though, eating up a bunch of those Immortal blasts early on, but this is not looking good. Alarak needs to tank all of those Immortals in order to keep this alive. This might be the GG here right now. And there it is, GG. What an early game push. Fantastic gameplay from Clan HS. Unbelievable match. And that is going to be it for this specific round, guys. Best out of 5, Clan HS takes Holy Trinity 3-0. All right. I don't know if there's any other games. Okay. That's a wrap, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. That is it, ladies and gentlemen. There are no other matches today. I will have some better overlays set up for you guys. So there'll be some cool stuff for the introductions of the players. Maybe some commander images. I don't know. I'll come up with something cool, and we'll go from there, guys. So, as always, thank you so much for watching Synergy Gaming TV. My name is Synergy, and we'll catch you guys on the flip side.